Spiritual stuff.
Hi, everybody. I believe we're on episode 11.
11.
I can't believe we're here. This is so exciting. So, welcome to Spiritual Stuff
Yes.
with your
spiritual
co-host
stuff.
Rhea and
Chauncey. I had a bit of a chuckle to myself this morning because I was like, because I knew I was going to be outside, I'm like, it feels like a bit of a nature documentary.
beautiful.
But I do love doing stuff outside. But yeah, anyway,
Well,
I,
you're
I
in
had a
your
laugh.
element.
I'm in my
Literally.
element. Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
So, I just feel something that I wanted to touch base on this morning or today is about leaving the past in the past. I feel like it's time for us to stop focusing on problems and start to focus on solutions, because when we get stuck, what we do, or what we tend to do, is bring more of that stuckness and the heaviness into ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's really hard for us to see the light or to find another way because we're focused on our problem instead of being focused on our solution.
Yeah.
And I feel like energetically, I don't know why, there's just this strong message, and I kept hearing it this morning. You've got to leave the past in the past.
Yeah.
You got to stop bringing it in. You got to stop dragging
Yeah.
that stuff in and then playing it out.
Yeah.
Every time you think about it, every time you call it up, you are bringing it into your present.
Yeah. Yeah.
And remember, if that present or the past thought keeps coming up, it means that something is unhealed. And it's your chance to do a little bit of deep diving and then let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
And
I
if
feel
you
like,
can't,
no, you go.
no, you
Keep going.
go.
I feel like that supermoon did do a big like clear out. I think we're at the final stages. Like if like the final stages of doing those clear outs. And I know that everyone's on their own path. Everyone's on the journey, on their own journey. So everyone's going to be at different stages. But But you are right. And I did get that card this morning that was, all about forgiveness. And it was like, don't dwell on the past, move into the present, and start co-creating from the present and start really, it's all about being grateful for things as well. I mean, I've had a lot of wins the last week, and it's like every single win I've had, just being grateful for it, no matter how small it is, no matter how minuscule the win is, it's a win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a win.
Yeah. But, that's the funny thing, right? Is like we were talking off air about like how we're both feeling so connected to ourselves, really in balance, really in flow. I feel like so strong in my body and in my mind and in my spirit. I feel deeply, deeply connected to myself at the moment. And I just feel this love.
Yeah.
This deep love for everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm seeing. Like I got a rose, and I don't know if anyone saw it, but that rose, when I first got it, I posted it on Instagram. It was bright yellow. I woke up the next day and that rose had turned orange. And then the next day it just kept opening. And then the next day it was like orange on the outside, and it was like yellow in the middle. And it was kind of like, to me, I wrote when I posted it, the unraveling, but I didn't realize that rose that was yellow was also orange. And then it went back to yellow. And I was like, I'm witnessing a miracle.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that was just this most beautiful moment where this is nature in its best. Like, it's not trying to do anything. It's just being itself. And it was showing who it really was. And it just kept unfolding. And it knows that those petals are going to drop off. And, we're going to get into the center of it. And it's probably going to keep being yellow. I don't know. But it was just this moment of like extreme love.
Yeah.
I felt like, this is just so beautiful. I'm witnessing magic.
Well, that was part of that supermoon that we've just come out of, the Aries supermoon. It was all about the deep healing and the opening of the heart chakra, and so because that's the new logic, right? That's where
the new norm.
That's the new norm. That's where we're going to be, that's where we make our decisions from. you know, from the heart. And so it's so pertinent to kind of to really sit and do that clearing to open it up. Like I've been called to switch my like yoga. I switch my yoga every now and then. I do Kundalini yoga. And the one that I'm doing at the minute is about healing the heart chakra and opening up to a different way of being in relationships. And it's beautiful, you know, but it's shifting that heart space.
Well, it's shifting the relationship that you have with yourself as well.
100%. I've never felt so stable within my chakra system.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't felt like this in
A long time.
ever. Ever.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm grateful for that because I know who I am, you know.
Yeah.
I'm really sitting in my root chakras right now, like, and and it's just
grounding, balancing.
Yeah.
Coming
back into balance, and it's just a beautiful feeling.
Yeah.
Beautiful
I just
feeling.
feel like everything's been moving so fast, and I just feel like I'm moving really slow, but it's perfect for me. And I'm really in touch with this slowing down and listening to myself and listening to my needs and listening to what I'm sensing at the moment. And the slower that I am, the more I'm receiving.
100%, because you're holding space. We've spoken about this before. You're holding space to receive, you know, to enable things
and
to
I'm
come
also in my mind, I'm saying I'm ready.
Yeah.
Like I'm ready to receive. I posted on my sacred wisdom, I am becoming ... and I got everybody to answer what they are becoming. And I thought it was something that was just so beautiful, because who are we becoming in this moment? Like we have a choice or a decision that we can change at any point in time.
Yeah.
And something maybe for our listeners to think about is who are they becoming?
Yeah.
Like, what are you ready to bring into your vibration? What are you ready to receive?
Yeah. All right. Should we pull some cards?
Okay.
I am
What do our
becoming.
podcast listeners need to know? Do you want to go first?
You go first.
You go first.
We're picking 3, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just both pick and you go first.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. I actually don't know these cards.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, let me just have a quick squiz. I mean, this is the Hall of Records right here. I feel like we are, and without even looking at this, I feel like we are actually coming back into soul. So it's all about finding self again. And we were having a conversation about this yesterday, because I feel like we've been split. You know, we've been in parts for so long and kind of misaligned. Now we're coming into a beautiful alignment, and we're tapping in to our soul's purpose. We're tapping into the Akashic records and really grounding that into
Something
the now.
on that card, it looks like the Egyptian, you know, and I feel like that's got a lot to do with, you know, the Akashic records, or what our ancestors, the messages from our ancestors have. And then, it's like the home. It's like our knowledge is coming home to ourself.
Yeah. And we're really grounding it in, you know. We've got the solar plexus, you've got your blue, your throat chakra, and then I think that's red down below, so that's your root. And you got your sacral, so it's all the chakras except for your heart. But beautiful.
My first card is number 27, which is the ocean, and it's surrender, which I just feel like is so fitting for what I was banging on about earlier. Surrender to the past. We need to let go. Holding on doesn't change the situation. It could damage us, but it doesn't change it.
No, it really doesn't.
But when we surrender, we hand it over, we can dissolve things and we can let things go, because we're not constantly bringing it into our mind.
No. I mean, those lessons that we've learned from the past, they're the things that are bringing us back into self. Like,
take the lesson, but don't take the challenge.
No, exactly.
And most of us hold on to challenge. the situation, because we feel like it's really hard to let it go. But it's not. It's just a choice.
I also feel like surrendering is what you were talking about, holding space as well,
Yeah.
like I think we spoke about this in moon medicine just before. You were saying to really envisage what it is that you want. But then once you envisage it, just let it go and trust and know that it's going to happen. And
Well, what they say is what is meant to be will find you, and what's not
yeah,
meant to be will leave.
yeah,
And like, if we're trying to control an outcome or trying to control a situation, maybe something inside of us is saying we're actually really not ready for this.
yeah,
And
yeah,
even though we're asking for it on a mental level, maybe on an emotional level, we're not really ready. And we
no,
have to be open to that.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. One more? No, two more.
Two more. I've already picked on mine.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
ready to
picking
go.
on the. Oh, she's done. Oh, good. Okay. What is it that we need to know? What do the listeners? Ooh, the medicine wheel. Beautiful. This is, I mean, this has been spoken about right now. I mean, there's one tree in the background there, and then you've got beautiful mountain ranges, and then
Yeah.
the sun. So
And
it's,
it kind of feels like the unfolding, like
yeah. So this
is
has been spoken about right now, Ray. I
there
don't
a
know if
number
you
on that
know.
card?
35,
Okay.
6, 7, 8,
8.
8. Infinity. Um,
I got an 8 as well.
do you,
I got
what? I don't know if anyone watches Magenta Pixie, but she was talking about the instead of being, I think it was about linear time, changing more into a spiral, because we are multidimensional beings, right?
Yeah.
So there is no linear time, is all, what we've been told um here on earth, but
Yeah.
we're multidimensional, baby. So it's all about yeah, tapping into different timelines. And like, this is, I mean, it is infinite in a way, isn't it? It's like that
Yeah.
spiral just keeps
Well,
going and
it's
going and going.
ever unfolding,
Yeah,
ever unraveling. Like, and
yeah,
if you think about us as humans or souls, throughout our lifetime, we will keep learning, we'll keep receiving. It's like we just keep on and growing and learning, and it's just a continual process.
yeah.
It
Actually,
doesn't stop.
the unraveling is a beautiful word that you use right there, because I mean, this is the medicine wheel.
Yeah.
And that is the thing, that is the process of this journey, right? It is a great unraveling of,
Yeah.
letting go, and
Yeah.
then stepping more and more into the unraveling of who it is you are, and who you really are.
Yeah.
The awakened being coming back into self.
And staying on that, I pulled, and my second card is butterfly, which is number 4, and it's beauty.
Oh,
And I don't know why, but I feel like the surrender card, when we surrender, right, we come into this new way of being. And you think about before the butterfly, where's the butterfly? It's in like a cocoon, right?
yeah,
And then it emerges and then it flies free.
yeah,
And it's trusting that that cocoon will open when it's ready.
yeah, yeah,
And there's
really,
something about the harmony or unison, because there's two. So it's kind of like things fly together. I mean, if you watch in nature, you'll find a lot of birds or animals, they stick in twos,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's also about us seeing the beauty within.
Beautiful, beautiful. Right, one more for the collective. Thank you, my spirit guides. Oh, the temple of sacrifice. So we've so we've got a lot of green here. So that's your heart chakra, and then purple, which could be your crown and your third eye, really, or your crowns
Yeah.
up here. So the temple of sacrifice. I mean, for me, it's
You know,
really, oh, you go there, Ray.
I don't know why, but I feel like it's a flame of purification. It's
Yeah,
like releasing all of the stuff or the thoughts or the feelings that are no longer working for us, to heal the heart
yeah,
by releasing them into the flame of purification.
yeah. I feel like it really is. Yeah, if you
It's
are
like a cauldron.
moving into the heart space, so then you really can tap into your creativity and your, you know, your third eye and your crown,
Yeah.
the more that we sacrifice, the more that we can create, you
Yeah.
know, and the more that things do come into fruition. Again, remembering that it's not about what we think
Yeah.
is best for us. It's about what the universe
What's
knows
best
is
for
best for
our
us.
highest self.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it's really funny because, okay, our cards are working perfectly.
Yeah.
So if we're putting everything in this flame of purification, right?
Yeah.
We have number 8, which is the cicada, which is all about transformation.
That is.
And it feels like there's new pathways. And even though we don't maybe know what lies ahead, if we allow ourselves to surrender our past, see who we really are, we will transform into who we are meant to be.
100%.
This is the becoming.
Yeah, it is
This
the
is
becoming.
the becoming.
I
We're
am
becoming who
becoming.
we're really meant to be. And I feel like we need to start to be authentic, and we need to listen to the calling of our hearts.
100%. 100%.
I just feel like maybe there's something I need to read here.
It's
Hold on.
so funny that that you had a butterflies, which are transformative to me. That's like
Yeah, but
transformation,
look,
and then we moved
these two
into
cards are very similar.
yeah.
There's 2 and 2. And then you've got the beautiful ocean that's dancing around
You know what I find?
everything.
Sorry, I just saw that was cicada. So they do tend to come out of their shell, and they leave their beautiful shell and continue to transform.
I felt I needed to read this message. And what it says is, the cicada's message is one of transformation. It asks you to trust in your own personal growth. You are also growing and changing. However, you may be experiencing a time of stagnation when you struggle to find your path or your purpose. There may be external factors that seem to be pushing you in directions you are not ready for.
Whoa.
Now is the time to find your voice, speak your truth, and let your heart's song be heard. Let
Whoa.
yourself discard the shell that no longer fits and allow yourself to be unlimited, free to be who you were always meant to be.
Boy. You know what I just
That is it.
realized? That my last, sorry, that was bang on point with what you were saying, but I just realized that this number card is actually number 8 as well.
There you
The
go.
last card that I pulled is 8.
And mine's 8 too.
What? What?
The magic of spirit guides and connection and
Totally.
universal energy and divine flow. I mean,
Exactly.
we're not even sitting in the same room. We're in different locations.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, like, we've made something that people would probably say it's impossible because you need to be in a studio, you need to record in a studio. I record in my home, you record wherever you are.
Legitimately.
Literally, like if you're in nature, you're in nature. If you're at home,
Yeah.
you're at home. But we're making it happen because we wanted to do this, and this is about finding solutions. You just make something work.
That's it. Exactly. And we are like, we're sharing with the community because, you
Yeah.
know, we want to share, and we actually, this is a great time to say, join us, you know, if you want to
I was
come
thinking
on,
the same thing.
if you want to come on, please do, like, get in contact. I put our emails down on the
Yeah.
post. So
I even put a link. I even put it on Instagram on my stories last week, and nobody bites. If you're too scared to come on live, feel free to write us a question or ask us something. Email like hello@raya.com.au, or you know,
admin at
there's
the
links
production portal.
below.
Yeah.
If you're watching this via YouTube, yeah, get in contact. We want to
Get
hear your
in contact.
stories.
Exactly. Because
Share
that's what
your
it is.
beautiful journey.
That's it.
We all
You
have
know.
a story. We've all been on a journey. Let's like connect.
Yeah. Sharing is caring. And we know that everyone's on their own path and on own way. And I completely respect that. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
completely respect what people are, you know, how they're finding themselves in their own path.
Yeah.
But it's just nice to kind of get on and share that with the community. And
Yeah.
it's a safe space here.
Very.
Very
Very.
safe.
It's very safe. I'm going to send lots of love. I'm going to wrap this one up.
What a beautiful podcast. Straight to the point. Love, love, love. Sending our love.
Little hearts. I'm making little hearts.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.